What's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's doing great. Today, I just want to show you guys my fish tank right here. This is the 55 gallon right here. At first, I had these Oscars in the tank, these two right here. It was the only fish in the tank, but a couple of days ago, I decided to add some more fish to the tank. Like I add this one right here. I forgot the name of him. And this little guy right here. And this beautiful guy right here. And this guy right here. First, when I put these fish in the tank, they was fighting. The Oscars didn't like it because they have been in the tank by themselves for a while, but eventually 2 days or a day, everybody is living good right now. There's no fighting. Everybody is doing great in this 55 gallon tank. Of course, I know these Oscars gonna get big real fast, so I'm gonna have to put them in a bigger tank soon, but that's in the works. When they get to the size that they need a bigger tank, I'm gonna put them in a bigger tank. And I know these guys grow fast. But for now, they look great in this tank, so I'm gonna leave it like that for now until I need that bigger tank. Here guys, this is the 55 gallon right here. Everybody's doing great. Of course, you know, I got the Fluval FX6 running on this tank. Kind of a small tank for a Fluval FX6, but the Fluval FX6 was sitting around not doing anything, so I decided to just put it on the tank. Before I add is that's the filter. Nah, this filter back here, but I cut it off. I'm just working with the Fluval FX6 right now, and this Fluval FX6, I think they're the best filter. They keep your water always clean, and the fish love it. So that's the 55. That's gonna be a 150 soon. As soon as these fish get bigger. Well, let's take it over to the saltwater tank. And this right here is the saltwater 75 gallon tank. Everybody's doing great in this tank. You see I got some corals up here. They're doing great. And this is the second time setting this tank up. At first, when I set this tank up, everything was going great, and I decided to buy one fish and I put in this tank, and I didn't quarantine the fish, and it turned out that that fish had ick, and I couldn't get rid of the ick. I tried everything. And as you guys know, when you have corals in your tank, it's pretty hard to get rid of ick. So I fight with these ick for like a month, and I decided to take all the fish out of the tank, put them in a separate tank, and take all the corals out of the tank and put somewhere else. And I start this tank all over. I soak these rocks in fresh water, RO water, for 2 days, and make sure to kill all the ick, and then I start the tank over and quarantine all the fish all over again and all the corals. And since then all my fish been good. No ick, and I make sure that whatever fish I put in this tank, they're quarantined for at least 3 weeks up to a month before I put this in this tank, because once you get ick in the tank, sometimes you feel like you don't want to deal with saltwater fish no more. So you just stick with freshwater fish. But if you do it and you do it right and you quarantine your fish, then the saltwater hobby is great. But if you don't quarantine, you're gonna get ick. So my advice to you guys, if you wanna get saltwater fish, make sure you do your quarantine. It's a must. Especially these saltwater fish is a little bit more expensive than freshwater fish. So you wanna make sure you're not wasting your money and your fish are dying. So make sure to quarantine your fish. But ever since I started over, everything been great. Like this one guy right here, he was covered in ick. Covered in ick. He was so stressed out. This guy right here, he had pop eyes. His eyes was popping out. I had to put him through medication, and now he's great. He's the most greediest fish in the tank. And this guy right here, these two been through it a lot, but now they're great. Great fish, no problem. Everything been great with this tank. So yeah, guys, that's the saltwater tank. Let's take it over to the Discus tank. And here goes the main attraction, the big boys, the Discus fish. As usual, everybody in this tank is doing great. But as you know, with Discus, you gotta stay on your toes, because at any moment somebody could get sick. So that's why, guys, I'm telling you, if you got Discus fish, just stay on top of your water change and your feed good, everything will be great with your tank. Just do your water change and everything will be great, and your feed, and you'll be good. I know I've seen in some comments some people were saying my fish are stunted, but they're not stunted. When I bought these fish, I bought some big ones, and then I bought some small ones. Bought them on like 2.5 inch. So those 2.5 inch fish, they're still growing out. So they're not really stunted. I just bought some big and I bought some small. And the small ones are growing out now. So that's why you see the smaller ones in the tank. At first I had the smaller ones in the tank by themselves, but I decided to put them all in a 150 deep, because in a sense of I've been like 2 Discus tank. When I got this big tank with a couple of big fish in there, when I had space, I could put the smaller ones in there. So that's what I did. So there's no stunted fish in this tank. Probably 1 or 2, but majority of the fish are not stunted. But as you guys know, if you have Discus fish, stunted fish is something you gotta deal with. You can't avoid it. And so unless you buy them big, and if you buy a big Discus, they're expensive. So if you have the money and want to do that, you can do that. But I like to see my fish growing out and get to the size that I want them to get to. So that's why I really don't like to buy big fish. I like to buy young fish when they're cheaper, and grow them out and get them to the size that I want them to be. So some people like to buy them big, and some people like to buy them small. I'm one of those people that like to buy them small. But yeah, guys, this tank is coming along. I'm gonna add some more fishes to this tank that could go with Discus eventually, and put some more decoration, because now they're at the size where I don't really have to worry about decoration. As you can see, I have some woods in the tank, and I have some rocks, and I got this other fish in the tank, but hiding right now. I don't like to be seen. But yeah, guys, this tank is coming along, and it's not where I want it to be yet, but eventually it will get there. I'm in no rush right now. So I really bought this fish. I bought it for me. I don't really bought it for YouTube. I just like to make videos, so decided to make videos and share them with you guys. But I really bought these fish for me. But yeah, guys, see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you like the video, leave a like or subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.